Hello everybody, my name is Hello, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Corn Incremental. So we played this a while ago, and yeah, I've still been playing it. I haven't gotten to the point where I can ascend, but I did unlock these tiers. I also unlocked this like button clicking as well. But yeah, let me just explain a few things that happened in between then and now. So firstly, when we ended the last one, we got these buttons. Now these buttons are basically when you get the enough materials, you literally just click it and it gives you the thing it reads, right? Then eventually, when you go through the buttons enough, you will unlock generators over here. Generators are bought with clicks. Clicks are over here on their own. And it's literally just this button you click and you buy upgrades like corn value, rebirths, and auto clicks. And yeah, so clicks go based off of your level, I believe. Yeah, see, gain is based off level. There's also, of course, your regular upgrades as well, as you can see. Then there is rebirth items here, right? Literally, just to do this, all you have to do is hit rebirth, and then bam, I've maxed out all of it. And then we can just hit like grow time, the amount, how much it's worth, and then we're already up into the millions for corn already. But yeah, our big thing is really just trying to get a bunch of stuff bought here for the actual like corn and everything. That way we're like making a lot of corn. That's like the big thing. But somebody was asking me about Ascensions, and unfortunately I can't really answer that because I haven't hit Ascensions yet. Unfortunately, I had to get all the way up to the next tier before I can tell you whether or not, like, how to do an Ascension, right? But yeah, I think so. I've been thinking about like in terms of content, like what I want to do on the channel. Honestly, I've just more or less started leaning into stuff that I enjoy. That's why you've been seeing a lot more like incrementals on the channel rather than just like, oh, anime tower defense because it's an anime tower defense that's popular or something. Like, I'd rather have fun with stuff than, you know, force myself to play or like do things just because it's the popular thing right now. It's kind of like why you guys haven't seen me do a grow garden video in a little bit, is because some of the grow a garden events started becoming very samey. Like, the current event I think is pretty neat, but I also like just like chilling out and like playing something like this where I can just like run around in a circle and collect corn. It's very simplistic, but also has a lot of layers to it. You guys have also seen me do the like ore grinding incremental and other incrementals like it already. So yeah, pretty neat if I do say so myself. There's other games that I haven't really been playing as much as you guys have normally seen me play. SpongeBob Tower Defense is a big one. That game in general, for me personally, has kind of turned more into they're slowly bleeding players to the point where like either they do something that like brings players back, or they do what they did to the last game, which is just leave it to wither away in the background. Which I hope they don't do the latter one, because that would suck for everyone who, you know, invested money or like just enjoy the game in general. Because like, I mean, it always sucks when your favorite game, you know, gets left behind. Cough, cough. Craft tower defense. Anyway. Also, apparently there's a new game from Big Games coming called Build a Car, which is interesting, I suppose. I don't know when it's supposed to come out, but you know, as you guys always know from me, I'll probably end up checking it out at some point. But yeah, let me grab these clicks. So yeah, here it is. So you unlock generators here, and as you can see, it takes 100,000 clicks to get one generator. So if I just click a few times, we get one generator here, and then it generates energy. Use the energy to add on to this, and it will multiply your stuff by a certain amount. Now it does require us to get 50 billion coin to get to the next thing that we need, which is going to be the the upgrade that lets us upgrade how much energy we're producing here. So very much so, I'm gonna work on that real quick. Just gonna go through and upgrade all this as much as I can. We're already in the millions when it comes to this. So yeah, we need 50 billion if I remember correctly. So we're just gonna keep going. And then over time, and of course buy more generators, invest more energy into other things, including more corn and more rebirths. So yeah, I think I need 50 billion corn to get the next upgrade. So it should only take a few seconds to buy another generator there. Okay, so now we have 50, so we're gonna click that, which is 5 times click, 5 times energy, more upgrades. And what it means by more upgrades is I believe it makes it so then the max of these is higher. So that's nice. We're also gonna get the max of these, upgrade these. Yeah, so back here we have a bunch of stuff. Energy is multiplied by auto clickers there. And generators are 90% cheaper, so we can buy the max. At 3,000 energy, which we have, clicks are multiplied by generators. At 25k energy, manual clicks are 10 times more. So now if I do this, I can now max click these, get as much as I possibly can. Now we have a bunch of clicks. And that leads us into like this. Energy is multiplied by level, by the max of this, and then of course upgrade these. And as you can see, it kind of like keeps stacking on top of each other. So like this requires 1 billion, you click that, and we are good. And then we need 100 million energy. Unfortunately, we don't have that, but you can do this, and that buffs the amount of energy we make. And then we just go over here. About the amount of auto clickers we have, and as you can see, I have over 100 million energy, so it unlocks tiers. And yeah, our tiers are here, and it requires E4, which is this. And then our next tier is generators are 99.9% cheaper, meaning we're gonna be buying a lot of generators. Anyway, we're gonna invest all of our energy into different things here, because we actually need to start collecting corn. It requires 100 trillion corn to do a promotion to the next year. So another thing we also want to focus on is manually clicking, because the more we manually click here, right, the more we can sit here and do this and try to get our highest value of corn here, which is right here. That way we can just sit there, and because right now we don't need to touch these two. However, we do need as much corn as we can get. So then, like, when we walk over this, it's easy to get 100 trillion to get to the next tier. But yeah, so if you guys see a bit of a shift in like videos more towards like stuff like this or other things, it's more because I'm focusing on things that I enjoy rather than what's popular, right? Anyway, we do tier up. Now generators 99% cheaper. Next one is automatically gain 10% of rebirth points a second. Tier 5 is auto buy corn and rebirth upgrades without spending anything. And then 6 is Ascensions. Kind of nice. Anyway, we're gonna do auto clicks, corn value, rebirth value, more clicks. I like to upgrade this first before we start going because it means we're gonna just automatically have like a multiplier for all these things. So like rebirth is 4 times, corn is 4 times. Makes it very easy to start all this stuff again, because then I can just like walk into a corn, it gives me 8, right? And I go up in corn value, gives me more, and I'm going to increase the amount that I can have, and we just keep going until we can afford this stuff. Bam, so we have max level of that. I'm gonna go around and grab some more corn here. Now we're at 20. Gonna upgrade this to have 34 here. And we rebirth, do max of this, max of this, max of this. And walk over this, boom, 64. That's, 1,000. And yeah, so it starts out and it just keeps getting faster and faster and faster because you keep getting more and more benefits. So like this, now we can just sit there and get all this to as high as possible, pick it up, upgrade this. Now we have 40,000. Now we're gonna upgrade these as much as possible. Rebirth again. Max out all of our stuff here. Pretty self-explanatory, right? And we keep going, and now we're gonna go back to this little tree here because we can now buy this and then 2 million for these upgrades. So go ahead and buy more corn, obviously, and then buy corn value, making it real easy to hit that next thing. Bam. And auto clickers. Yeah, so we're gonna build up and see if we can get to Ascension. So we'll be back. Okay, so yeah, we just rebirthed into an Ascension. So I think everything is now reset, if I'm correct. But here's what we have for Ascension. So it says automatically buy click upgrades without spending anything. 5 times corn, 5 times energy, and 5 times clicks. However, rebirths are divided by 10. Automatically add energy to energy upgrades without spending anything. Honestly, I think click upgrades I think is going to be a good one, honestly. So now the good thing is now I can just gain clicks here and it doesn't really matter, right? I don't think we lose anything else though, so it's gonna make it really easy to get these Ascensions. I think you can only do it one at a time because I'm pretty sure on the thing it says ascend for 1 point only. Like, yeah, it says accept tiers and level for 1 ascension point. So I think you can only do 1 ascension point. So let's see if buying all 3 of the upgrades in the Ascension does anything, and we'll see where we can go from there. Okay, so yeah, I just got another Ascension, and since we got all 3 now, it like has another layer, right? It has boosters and double corn luck. I think I'm gonna do boosters first. So yeah, we gotta ascend 2 times. It's actually becoming really easy to ascend quite a bit. So yeah, we'll be back again. Okay, so for anyone wondering how to get more ascensions, it's the boosters. So as you can see, it says boosters multiply ascension gain, currently 1 time. So that means once we earn the ascension again and pay 1, it will increase how many ascensions we can get. So let's do that. Okay, so as you guys are gonna see, I'm gonna click this to reset, and then I buy this, and now I can now get a 2nd rebirth point when I rebirth. So now this costs 5 ascensions, but this can be bought at 2, so now all we have to do is earn enough for another one. So we'll do that. Alright, so if I walk over here now, it's going to say +2. Boom. Double corn luck. And the top one is begin each ascension with 1 generator and 1 auto clicker. Which is actually really good because then we start generating and it can go faster. Okay, so yeah, we got to the point where now here we have kernels, which are basically your level. Let's see, auto buy generators, auto boost tier 4 to 100%. Tier 4 is automatically gain your stuff. Auto collect 1 coin per second, and then upgrade E3 will now also boost auto clicks. If you guys don't know, E3 is going to be on this lineup. So yeah, let's do some more grinding. Yeah, so currently the stuff that I am trying to buy actually does cost like actual resources. So now we're back to actual like things costing resources that you're getting. For example, right now we're waiting for just energy to build up, really. And then we're also waiting on clicks. And then corn and rebirths are also something that we kind of have to keep an eye out for and try to actually get. Now, I think corn's probably going to be the last one we actually get upgraded because it requires QN and we're only at QD. Right. Yeah, and you need 50 QN. I think our very first one's probably going to be the generators here. I don't get why like it's not going up that fast, even though I have a bunch of generators. But yeah, auto buy generators without spending anything is a pretty nice one. We're about to hit the 1 trillion energy. Just gonna wait a second here. All right, there it is, and bam. Now we have even more. At 20 trillion, we get 10 times energy generation. Now, mind you, we're literally just getting generators whenever we get enough clicks, right? Like as I'm clicking this, like this will go up. But the only thing that's fully going up is the fact that we're getting more generators over time. So yeah, our next thing is the auto clicks boost, which requires us to get a trillion there, and then 5 SP rebirths, and then auto collect 1 corn per second. So yeah, anyway, yeah, give me a bit and I will be back. Okay, I think we are now at the point where I can safely say I can leave and be fine. because yeah, we're kind of at a point where I'm literally just waiting, and that's about it. Like, here I'm waiting for 20 trillion energy, which we're only at, 2 trillion right now. So anyway, but yeah, that's where we're at with this. I don't know if it goes any farther out than like these, but we'll probably see. Anyway, with that being said, if you guys liked the video, as always, hit the like button, comment down below what you guys think of the Ascensions and everything. And don't forget to subscribe, turn on post notifications so then you guys never miss a video. And yeah, without further ado, I hope you guys have a good day. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.